Come on in, everyone. We have a situation in Chicago. As you see, thousands of protesters are now in the street outside the DNC. And this is an aerial shot of what's going on. Come on in. Let's investigate this situation here and monitor what's going on. As some of you might or might not know, the Democrat National Convention is going to be taking place for the next few days in Chicago. And they've been warning and predicting that massive amounts of protesting and protesters, for all different reasons and causes, will descend into Chicago. And this is the scene right now. This is supposed to occur for the next few days. Each day they plan to protest. There is a number of issues what they're protesting. One in particular, the war between Israel and Gaza. As you see on some of the banners there, it says free Palestine. We'll see what happens here. We'll see if there'll be some marches going on. But this is the current scene right now in Chicago, Illinois, from above the sky. You see they got banners and blocking the street. They have been warning that this
Sunday.
happen.
Sunday.
For months. This was planned for months, and this is their opportunity to use the amount of TV exposure that's going on with the DNC to, make these things happen. News reports that I'm reading right now, it's really anti. You could arguably say the protesters are out there right now are anti-Israel. It seems like pro Gaza. There could be many people there for many different reasons. I see a lot of people in the chat piling in. Come on in. This is the scene. This is wild. Outside of the DNC in Chicago. So we're just going to monitor this scene. I see a lot of people in the chat. It's supposed to grow and get bigger, folks. They've been warning. I've been seeing. I've actually considered going up there, but I thought it would be a little bit too dangerous to be there on the streets because these type of things are unpredictable. Massive police are there, and I'm looking at the feeds and everything like that to see what is actually going on the ground. But this is massive. This might be one of the biggest protests in the course of the next week. Biggest protest that we've seen in our generation, possibly. They predict hundreds of thousands of people will be in the area in Chicago. I looked at hotels. Hotels are all booked in that area. Rental car prices are through the roof. This is the DNC that is occurring in this area. So thousands of anti-Israel protesters from across the country are expected to rally in Chicago during the Democrat National Convention this week as Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, make their case for the White House. As of Sunday, today, the Chicago Tribune reports at least 7 large demonstrations on issues ranging from abortion rights to economic injustices have been sanctioned by city officials. So permits that allow this to happen. The largest of these demonstrations, however, are expected to come from anti-Israel groups that are demanding the U.S. cut off aid to Israel and end the war with Gaza. Now, one thing we've been doing on this channel is at the beginning stages when that war took off in October of last year, we were boots on the ground at numerous demonstrations, and you could see the flare-ups. We kind of backed off that because it's very hostile. These people are very deep in their convictions and entrenched on both sides of the issue here. And it's it got nasty and feisty. Yeah, we got a lot of people in the chat. Come on in. Look at that, folks. Look at that. So yeah, we're going to be monitoring the situation for days in Chicago. And we also want to also make it a little bit PG too, because I know that some of the, on the ground and the footage on the ground, a lot of cussing, a lot of swearing. We don't necessarily want to show that type of